Hi, I'm Katie McGee. We're here in Denver at GBTA Broadcast Studios at GBTA Convention 2025. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Paul Nichols, President and CEO of Club Quarters Hotels.
Hello.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
You guys have been pretty busy here lately from what I see. You just recently introduced the Apple Wallet room keys across all US and UK hotels. What is it that drove the innovation, and how has it enhanced the guest experience, especially for business travelers?
Sure, we've historically been very focused, and we're a brand that's about 30 years old, but always been very focused on technology for innovation. Years ago, we were one of the first brands that introduced kiosks. We were the first brand that introduced free Wi-Fi, of all things. Now today that's a matter of course, but the reality is it's all geared towards making the business traveler, making their life easier. So just think in terms of how you get on a plane nowadays, right? You hardly use their app. You really use Apple Wallet. You get the ticket on your phone. It's exactly the same premise of what we're doing at the hotel. So you walk into one of our hotels, you make a reservation. You put effectively your reservation on your phone. It assigns automatically the room that you'll be assigned to before you get to the hotel. If you want to stop at the front desk, talk to somebody, it's up to you. If you want to go straight to your room, feel free. And the phone is your key as well.
Wow.
So it's literally the key for the entire stay in the hotel. It's both Apple Wallet and Google Wallet, because there's a fair share of people that still have Google, notwithstanding Apple having a lot of iPhones out there.
I love the streamlining of everything. Thank you for that. With full renovation to your 2 hotels in London, including the launch of The Counter, which is an elevated cafe and cocktail bar infused into the front desk experience, which I'm excited to hear about. How are you reimagining hospitality to offer more inviting, multifunctional spaces for business travelers?
Well, I'm the guy that's retiring out of the travel business, in the sense that the younger consumer today, the 25, the 40-year-old business traveler, man or woman, really want a more activated experience than you might have expected out of a hotel 20, 30 years ago, even 10 years ago. So a lot of what we try to do is make sure that we've got activation in our public areas, in our club living rooms, in our lobbies, so the guest feels that they're kind of as I like to put it, together alone, if that makes any sense, right? So if they're working in those environments, they can also have a beer, have a glass of wine, socialize as need be. But it's really about trying to make sure that the hotel is more experiential, if you will, than what it might have been in the past. You don't want to lose at the same time what made us very good, which was all the functionality that we had, which is plugs everywhere, Wi-Fi everywhere. The basics still matters, right? Good example here, we went to the conference here and the Wi-Fi didn't work at the main event. That was bad. No, but I'm just highlighting that as the basics do matter, right? And so the point is, that's really what drives a lot of what we do. That's what drives The Counter. It's really about trying to create an enhanced experience for the guest. So you got to be either full service light, or you've got to be select service heavy, one or the other. And most of that is around food and food and beverage, frankly.
Very nice. While remaining focused on the corporate segment, you've also expanded with brand new hotel concepts, including the Rusk House, service departments in Houston. How does this diversification really support your long-term growth strategy in business travel?
I think the consumer has diversified. I mean, Marriott said, well, they have 30 some odd brands. Everybody else has got 30 some odd brands. So the brands have niched. We're no exception. There is no monolithic corporate business traveler. It's a very diverse group, frankly, from men to women, from age groups, and even different types of industries. The finance industry is very different than the tech industry. So we are catering really, or changing our design, changing even our branding in some cases, to really gear towards different consumer types. Whereas before, prior to what I'll call service departments developing in Airbnbs, et cetera, any hotel could have a few extended stay rooms, and that was competitive. Today, there's too many things that specialize in real 1 and 2 bedroom apartments for somebody who wants to have an extended stay experience or a little longer experience. So we are now building hotels within hotels. Rusk House, it sits within a Club Quarters, independent brand, booked separately, but in much larger rooms, different finish, but it's really to be able to service the different customer types that the industry has niched into over the last decade or last 20 years or so.
That is fantastic customer service, and I look forward to seeing what you bring to the table next. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us. I'm Katie McGee. We're here in Denver at the broadcast studio at GBTA Convention 2025. Thank you for joining us.